This may just be one of the best hidden gems of Norfolk. Let's talk about it. Hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dan Inman, and we talk everything live, work, play, eat, sleep, good, bad, ugly of the coastal Virginia area. If you're new here, that's what we do. And if you hit the like button, it lets me know that I put out content that you actually enjoy. If you find at the end of this that you want to see more of it, you can hit subscribe and you'll get notified every time we drop new content just like this. And as much as I make love, and as much as I... As much as I love making these videos, I'd love more to help you with your real estate needs. I'm an active realtor in the area. My wife is a loan officer, and we help families just like yours move in and out of the area as easy and pain-free as possible. All of our contact information should be below. We are the folks that respond to that, and we'd love to hear from you because we hear from folks all the time. Today we're going to be talking about Lakewood in Norfolk, also including a little bit of Lafayette Shores because it's about the same area, and talk about the pros and the cons of this little neighborhood. When I was a young military man, actually, I came to this area, and Lakewood was one of the areas I loved most. I had a family that kind of took me in as a second son to a certain degree, and I got to experience this lovely, lovely neighborhood. It's an older neighborhood here in Norfolk. Most of the homes were built between the 30s, 40s, and 50s, some in the 60s. But one of the things I just found absolutely just super appealing about this neighborhood is all the old growth trees. All the roads are actually kind of narrow, so it gives a really tight sense of community. It's not that big. The lots are enormous. We're looking at like a third of an acre is the smallest that's in here. Then you have half acre and 3/4 of an acre, and some on the water are actually an acre plus. If you're looking for something that gives it a sense of like you're not in the city, and gives you a really tight sense of community, every street that we drove down today to get the B-roll, there was somebody out walking their dog or out and about. The other part of this community, which is kind of on the other side of the water, was developed in the early 2000s called Lafayette Shores. I am combining both of these because it's kind of difficult to differentiate when you look on a map. But the idea here is that you have one area which is a gorgeous kind of older style neighborhood, and the newer developed area, which if you're looking for a little bit more of like the country club feel, a little bit more McMansion style homes, these big brick homes that Sean will be putting in the B-roll now. They have a pool and tennis courts. They have wide open spaces, deeply, really well manicured lawns. But you'll see a very distinct differentiation between the old part of Lakewood and what I would call the new part of Lakewood or Lafayette Shores. Right behind us actually is Lakewood Park. So again, the nice thing about being in Lakewood or Lafayette Shores is you're right next here to a public park. Old Dominion women's rowing team actually practices right out of that building over there. They have a couple tennis courts. They have got some basketball courts. You've got 2 baseball diamonds. There's a mixture of football and soccer fields. This is where Sean and I have played ultimate frisbee quite a bit. We played for a whole decade, Sean? Yeah. So like we've played anywhere from like Norfolk Christian Fields to over here, over on Bowling Avenue. But this is a great place to come and play, some local sports. So, hey Dan, sounds great. What does it look like price-wise to get into this neighborhood? Well, like I said, this is a hidden gem. This is really nice. On the other side of Lakewood is a road called Windsor Point. All of those homes are on the water. The average for the neighborhood is actually above $500,000. If you want to go up from there, there are plenty of homes on the water. The best of what the neighborhood has to offer is going to be $700,000 plus, and there are some $1 million plus homes on the water. Big benefit here of this neighborhood, like I said before, is that you get some acreage. Like, there's plenty of space, not like East Beach or Ghent. The homes aren't stacked up on each other. There's plenty of space in between. You get a little bit more sense of privacy, a little bit more sense of space. The average for the neighborhood is going to be about 4 to 5 bedrooms, 2 to 3 baths. There are obviously ones with more. The average square footage for the entire area is actually a little over 3,000 square feet. So if you need a house with a whole lot of room, you got a bunch of kids, or hey, you just need space, this could be a great area for you to check out. Again, just differentiating a little bit between older Lakewood and Lafayette shores. Again, if you want the older style neighborhood, a little bit older growth trees, a little bit more space, Lakewood is going to be a little bit better for you. If you want newer construction, because old homes have old home problems, right? You've got little cracks that you have to deal with here and there. You've got older roofs, oval framing, older floor plans, that type of thing. I don't want to detract at all from the homes in this neighborhood. They are absolutely gorgeous, but it is definitely two distinct, different styles. We are close to the water, so there is flood zones that you do need to worry about. The majority actually of the older Lakewood area is in flood zone X or X500, which means you either don't have a flood policy or it's very, very minor. Lafayette Shores is a little bit lower over there, and so it's not uncommon to need a yearly flood policy. Now, that could be as low as $500, but it could range up into the $1,000 or $2,000 range, price to pay when being close to water. All right, so what's nearby? We just hit Lakewood Park. That's just right around the corner. We have Norfolk Zoo, which is right around the corner. Botanical Gardens really isn't that far away, maybe 10 minutes. You have the disc golf course over there on Lafayette Park, which is absolutely fantastic. Sean and I probably go once a week, once every other week over there. It's only a 9-hole course, but it's quite good. We do have an extension of the public library. There's quite a few libraries in the area. There's one right down the street here. If you love going and taking your kids there, the public library does have story time and arts and crafts times for kids. So if you're looking for a free or cheap option to entertain the kids, that could work out for you. You do have Ward's Corner, which is right down the street from here, which has your grocery store like Harris Teeter. You have Your Pie for eating. You have the local ABC store. We here in Virginia, all alcohol is sold through the state, so we do have an individual liquor store. Chipotle, can't forget them. Guad's Mexican style restaurant has fantastic takeout options. They have really, really good tacos. That's something we get on a regular occasion from their restaurant, and actually during COVID-19 they were doing margaritas to go, so we would go get tacos and margaritas from them. Of course, right around the corner, you have one of my absolute favorite bakeries on the planet, NAS Bakery. It's a little hole-in-the-wall place. Unless you've heard about it from a friend, you probably have never heard about it. Sean actually learned about it just recently. They have some of the, in my opinion, the world's best apple fritter. If you buy one of those, and they run out early in the day, so you want to make sure you get over there, and they're closed on Sundays, that's another one. But you want to make sure you get over there early. When they are warm, I don't know if there is a dessert on the planet that is as good as that. You know, one of the downsides, like the neighborhood itself is highly walkable, right? Getting out and seeing your neighbors and walking down the street is extremely welcoming, very, very neighborly. But when it comes to walkability to any place that you want to go, not really. You're going to be driving to just about everything. Yeah, you might be able to bike or walk to NAS Bakery, but that's just about it. So you're going to be going to Ward's Corner for groceries. You're going to be if you want to go to downtown, that's 10 minutes. If you want to go to the beach, you know, East Beach is going to be your closest one. Ocean View, that's going to be about 10-15 minutes. Military Circle, 10-15 minutes. Downtown, 10-15 minutes. ODU, 10-15 minutes. It's decently centrally located, but you're gonna have to drive everywhere to get to something. So if you're looking for almost like a neighborhood that you would drive by and never think it was there, it's definitely high end. Like I said, it's starting in the upper 500s as the average for the neighborhood. If you're wanting for something on the water where you can have a boat docked, this is a really, really cool neighborhood, and you're gonna really miss out. Make sure, like if you're coming into the area, take a drive through this neighborhood and you may see exactly what I'm talking about. Family oriented, absolutely gorgeous, extremely well manicured lawns, deep sense of pride in the community for sure. But like I said, you have to drive to everything, but yeah, hey, you know, the neighborhood may really be worth it for you. Hey, let me know down below, did I say anything in there that you disagree with? Did I say anything that you're like, hey, that sounds awesome, I want to live in that neighborhood? Well, that's why we make these videos. So as much as we love making these videos, I'd love to hear from you directly, because we hear from people all the time looking to move in and out of the area, and that's what my wife and I do on the daily. So all of our contact information should be below. We are the people that respond to that. Do me a huge favor, if I earned it, hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, you can hit subscribe and get content like this Mondays and Fridays. And until next time, check you later.